Okay, from what I can tell, and it may change, but as you talk throughout your life, if you're a God, son of God, anything like that, any word can be used against you, right? So it says that none of your words will come back, uh, or the words you say will come back unfulfilled or some shit like that. So you can say something like, I'm gonna win the lottery or something and end up winning the lottery or something. But, you know, if you say something, you can fly to Jupiter, I mean, you could, but when it's gonna happen? Uh, when I was younger, I used to hear this voice. You call it a serpent, you can call it the dragon, you can call it a Medusa, you can call it anything. But anyway, the voice is a coalition of people, something like that. And they're supposed to be helping you. They might be the wife of God or some shit like that. Whatever you want to call it. But you'll probably never see them or some shit like that. But the point I'm trying to make is, when you get older and you're put before judgment, when you're at the throne or whatever the fuck you want to call it, laid at the table for slaughter or whatever you want to call it, and if you're brought back or whatever, you're then held accountable for it, or then you're held accountable. You tested it, and then you're held accountable for it at the trial, whether or not, and then some shit like that. But I guess some people can cover your sins by taking the blame or some shit. But you never know this. I mean, you never know this, so it could be an act. And it could also be a selection of, I want you to do this, I want you to do this. So if you run around and say to somebody, suck a dick, you know, if you're not gay, guess what they're gonna do to piss you off? And that way you can get in an argument with God or something like that. Or the voices, or Jesus, or Satan, or whoever the fuck. Because remember, God appeases, make things all, make it so that you're pleased by all, or you please all. Our current situation is you walking around pissed off all the time. So you're not appeased. Demons definitely are attacking or some shit like that. So basically, if you really look at it, you look at Cinderella, look at Snow White, you look at Pinocchio. I mean, these were probably stories written by real people, and there are a lot of books out there basically a reflection of real people live, maybe with like an imaginary twist to it. You're purchasing this, so you're actually their god somehow, or their laboratory, or their what do you call it when you experiment? Their experiment, and so that they could actually come up with the stories that they're coming up with. And then when you held a trial, you either in agreement with them and they help you, or they'll slaughter you or something. I don't know. I have no idea, but that could be this religion. So Jesus died, he made it back or some shit, or he made it to heaven or some shit. I don't know how many other people did. And apparently I'm supposed to be helping people, or I'm supposed to be like yelling at God 24 hours a day, or the voices or some shit like that. And all these people walking around all believing, you know, that being or whatnot, or however you want to put it. But somehow they're constantly at war, bumping heads, stepping on each other's toes or whatever, because I'm trying to be cool, or his son is actually trying to get them to fight so they get back to, or something. And you know, if they're vampires out there, you got to please them too. So it's a whole bunch of shit out there, cannibals, and you're basically supposed to just be cool with it. So you offer your child up, they don't know what the fuck they're getting into, so you're born into sin. And then you don't remember your religion, so basically you offer them up to whatever the fuck they want. And later on, when they're pissed off or they feel like they're defeated or whatever it is, that's basically a result of what they said in the past. Even though it's not, it is. So if you say you're gonna be the most successful person in the world, it's possible. It very much is possible. But if, say for example, but you have to be a faggot and you don't want to be one, or you have to be a murderer and you don't want to be one, guess what's gonna happen if they want it? And some people don't have to go through that. So apparently this is and Jesus been cussing me out since I was born. So apparently that's the way this works, or some shit like that, or whatever fucking voice is up there that's really angry, and all of them are angry apparently. Angry Orchard. That's basically what the tree that I come from, or some shit like that. because basically the industry is, how do I say, conditioning you, giving you education, trying to produce these people for certain roles and jobs. They become computer programmers, McDonald workers, and they're fulfilling a role, and these roles are all to keep this economy going. The economy is constantly consuming people and shitting them out into the grave, and that's basically, this religion is the backing of it, and military is the reinforcement of it, so that's the arms and legs of the beast, and the people like me are apparently the mouth, and so it's a whole bunch of shit, and there's a lot of metaphors. It's not real, it's real, and you're supposed to wholeheartedly believe in it, give your children up for it, and hope for the best. And if you look at the old slave stories, they used to say that slaves used to love that's what they say. Slaves used to love their masters and shit like that, because it was a good master. What man is your master? A master means you've mastered something. So basically, to be a master, some other man's master, is that you've mastered the ability to be their master. And that means that you could dominate them and control them or make them do your bidding. So I think, how do I put this? No man should have a master, or no man's another man's master. And if you're a master martial artist, you've mastered your craft. If you're a master sculptor or a painter, you master craft. But apparently you're supposed to allow another man to be your gateway to God by letting him be your master. And that means they can control you, order you around. And that's basically the hierarchy involved up in our economy. So if you're at the top tier, you got a whole bunch of people beneath you who are willing to work for you. And I just find it all this interesting, because I don't know how to put it in a way that I can clearly get it across that I guess it's a strong delusion, because you really are in reality, and there's something up there that has people in mind or some shit like that, but then it might be trying to prey on people. I don't know. And to top it off, if God was created, or excuse me, God created himself, there could be a reflection of it. And how do I put it? If the angels were with him and he created all the angels, or all of them said, let's make Adam and Eve, how do I say it? Then they must have existed before the world was created. So there's a whole bunch of glitches that let you know there's a problem here. And one of them is after Cain killed Abel, he went into the city and became king. So there's a whole bunch of that shit, and you need to be very careful with this religion, okay?